Okay, so what we're going to show you here today is how to do a batch upload of glossary terms into the glossary activity in Vision. So right now I'm logged into my Vision course in editing mode, and all I need to do is add a glossary activity. And I'm going to name this, let's call this test upload. Short description. The settings here in this next section, really nothing I change in here. You may want to look at the entries per page. By default, 10 is the option. I suppose if you have a longer list, you might want to change that to something longer or shorter. So all I'm going to do is go down to Save and Display. On the upper right corner, I'm going to click on Import Entries. And I'm sort of going to stop here as far as what I'm working with in Vision, because now we're going to go to the Excel spreadsheet to create our actual vocab list. So this is a pre-made macro-enabled Excel spreadsheet I found in the Moodle forum. Downloaded it. What I suggest doing is making a couple copies of this blank one, so in case you overwrite or screw something up, you have a copy ready to go. So what I've already done is I've made a vocab list here of Spanish terms for Spanish 1. So by default, the first row is going to have all these terms in them already. The middle ones really aren't of much value, I guess, at this point. I'm not really sure what they do. But all you need to worry about is under the concept is going to be the glossary term that you want the students to know. Obviously, under definition, you're going to type in either the translation of this case or a definition of that term. And what I liked about this one, too, is you can actually pre-assign categories to your terms. So the ones I have here are actually from the back of the Spanish 1 textbook, and I figured this would be easy for kids to sort the vocab terms since it matches what's in the back of the textbook. So once I've created my list here, there's about 71 terms. The one issue, though, with foreign language and some other classes that may have special characters in their vocab terms, there's a couple additional steps. Real simple, though. So you see here I've upside down question marks, accent marks, and those will come into play here once we get to the next step. So the first thing we're going to do here is actually run the macro to create an XML file to import into Vision. So under the Developer tab, you're going to go over to Macros. Now, if you don't see the Developer tab in your ribbon, all you need to do is go to the Microsoft Office button, go to Excel Options, and check Show Developer tab in the ribbon, and then click OK. So I got my list all done here. I'm under Developer tab. I'm going to click on Macros, and this is the macro that someone built into this file already, so I'm just going to hit Run. Again, these options in the middle, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to leave those alone and hit Create XML File. And I'm just going to rename this to something simple, easy to find. We'll call this test file. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And I can close out of these Excel files here. So let's go to my desktop. And here's that XML file. Now this is the extra step that you're going to need to do if you have special characters in your glossary term. All you need to do is simply right-click on that XML file. We're going to go to Open With, go to Notepad. Then we're going to go back and go to File, Save As, and we're going to change the encoding from ANSI to UTF-8. Hit Save, and I'm going to replace that XML file, and I can close out of that now. So let's go back to our Vision course. So now we're going to upload our glossary terms here. So we'll click on Browse, locate our XML file, click Open. And the one step I always missed was making sure I import the categories. So put a check mark there if you have categories. And I'm going to hit Save. You can see 71 entries were imported. All 10 categories were imported. When I click Continue, here's my list of terms. You'll notice, though, when I have words with parentheses at the beginning, it sort of creates its own listing in the glossary.